what's the key to the game for Kyle Shanahan? What does he need to do? Jack's talked about this a little bit. Do you want to start, Jack?
I'm not sure exactly what it is that I've said, but
yeah,
but I think really what he needs to do is he needs to be able to get the ball out quick.
Yeah.
He's going to be doing but he's got to be able to get the ball out quick down the field. So, think a little bit towards, back in the day when Harbaugh was here, I used to say all the time when against the Seahawks, the key to beating the Seahawks defense was the quick underneath patterns to like Kittle. Those little short 5-yard patterns, you got to work your way down the field.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what we need to see. Because if you watch the game against Miami, there were a lot of routes in there that were open. And then that's where they're going to have to work the ball. He's also got to stick to the run, though. He's got to keep forcing that run. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game all around, and I think he really needs to just understand that and stay within himself and within what he normally would do.
That's a good answer. I do agree it's going to be a low-scoring game. What's up, Maverick? What do you got?
Shanahan has to get his bigger guys involved. Juszczyk is a matchup problem. Kittle, Dwelly. The Patriots play 7 DBs. A lot of the times they had 7 with over 25 snaps last week against Denver. I know Denver's a little bit different of an offense, and they can throw it deep, unlike the 49ers. But those under routes get Juszczyk involved, get Kittle involved. That's what they can do to get to 17 to 24 points, and I think that wins the game.
I'm going to use more of a mental aspect, and it's going to be – I think I did the same thing last week, and I'm going to do it again this week. It's to not try to outsmart Belichick. Because Shanahan has a bag full of genius-like plays. If you try to outsmart Belichick, that's where it could get this 49ers play calling in a hole to where it's like, oh, Belichick's going to expect this, so I'm going to bring this. But Belichick's always that coach that's a move ahead. So you never want to try to get in that game with Bill Belichick's and just stick with what works, like you're saying, the underneath. Still run the Debo, little pitch pass, get Jimmy in rhythm, because he's an in-rhythm player. Don't try to be like, oh, Belichick expects everything 5 yards or under or 10 yards and under, so try to hit some deep shots, because with Jimmy Garoppolo, that's just really not going to work out, because this is a good Patriots secondary at the end of the day.
I'm going to disagree with you, Leo, and I liked your answer very much, but I'm going to disagree with you here. To me, the reason that Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay both lost Super Bowls to Belichick is that what Belichick is so great at, better than Kyle and Sean McVay, is adjusting mid-game. So Belichick will have a game plan of what he thinks he needs to do to beat you, and then he'll get in the game, and he'll see what in his game plan worked, what in his game plan didn't, and he, better than anyone maybe of all time, can adjust and get to a plan B by halftime. And he did it against the Falcons. He did it against the Rams. And what we saw was Kyle and Sean McVay didn't have a plan B of their own. Those two weren't able to adjust on the fly the way Belichick did, the way Josh McDaniels did against the Rams in the fourth quarter. So now Kyle Shanahan gets another chance to go against Belichick. He knows what Belichick's going to do. He knows no matter how good his game plan is, Belichick's going to have it pretty much duped out by the third quarter. So I think what would show growth for Kyle is to have a plan B of his own, to come in with a game plan and to be able to adjust off of Bill Belichick's adjustments, because I think that's what you have to do to beat him. If you can't adjust mid-game, you're going up against the best coach of all time, who is always going to have a mid-game adjustment. You really need to have, at that point, an overwhelming talent advantage, and I don't think the Niners do. I think this is a very even matchup talent-wise. So I want to see, Kyle, I know you're a brilliant game planner, so is Sean McVay. Let's see you adjust mid-game. Because if you go back and remember the Super Bowl, his run game was working until halftime. And then it did not work in the second half, and he had nothing to go to, and it was downhill from there. So, Leo, I know you're just seething right now because I disagreed with you. But I just want to say I liked your answer, and you led me to my answer, which was better. So thank you.
One of the things I'm going to say really quick.
You could tip me. It's cool.
What?
One thing I'm going to throw out there really quick is, they haven't played against each other a lot. They haven't faced each other a lot in Shanahan and Belichick. But as you watch their games, Shanahan's done worse in all three of the matchups. His first game in Houston, 34 points. The next time he played him, I think, was when they were in Washington, 27. The Super Bowl, he was down to 21. So
what does that tell you?
It's, he's figuring them out a little bit. My question that I asked today, and I'll ask you guys real quick, what's making the 49ers is the 49ers offense better today than they were when they played Miami?
Yeah, yes, in the sense that Jimmy Garoppolo should be a little healthier. No, in the sense that they don't have Mostert. So no.
Better because they will run the ball though. Hopefully.
No, Mostert's a tough blow.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Jack?
I'm gonna say yes because I think Debo's more healthy. Every game that Ayuk plays, he's gonna be better. Mostert injury is gonna be huge, but I believe Hasty is a hell of a player. Even though I stated in my article the distance between Mostert and the next 49ers running back is the distance from the Earth.
That was a
and the
good
moon.
line. That was a good line.
I thought you would like that.
I like that line.
So I understand the distance is huge on that, but I think Hasty got some juice. So I would say they're probably better because Jimmy Garoppolo's an in rhythm player, and he just got done playing 4 quarters games rather than missing the past 2 weeks.